Hello, viewers. Welcome to Urban Flowers' first episode of talking to you, talking to friends from our neighborhood, our community. This is Jimmy Aranda, owner, and Adeneri Aranda. Our friend Connie here today with you, and our special guest, G6.
How y'all doing?
All right, so we are Houston's premier CBD dispensary. Located on the east end of downtown Houston, Texas. We're so proud to be bringing CBD to our community and highlighting some of the special people that have supported us throughout our efforts. And we're here to talk to you today about community and CBD. So welcome, G6.
Hello. How you doing? Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for being here with us today.
Oh yeah, my pleasure.
All right, so did you grow up on this side of town?
I'm actually from the north side of Houston, but I can say that this is my second home. East End downtown, Edo is my second home because my father's side of the family, they're all from over there, and my mother's side of the family is all from this side. So I spent countless summers over here, just, what I'm saying, I'd hang out over here a lot. So this is, like I said, it's my second home. I love the area.
Yeah, I grew up in Southwest Houston, and I like to say I'm not from the East End, but I got here as fast as I could.
Yeah.
We met your mom here, and
Yes.
how we were getting to know you.
Yep.
All right, so you have a tattoo shop in the neighborhood?
Yep, that's correct. It's G6 Studios. I've been right there now for about 5 years. And like I said, I love what I do. I'm very passionate about what I do, and I'm really, tied into the community. I have a lot of people that I work with, local celebrities, stuff like that, and that's just what I do every day. And of course, like I said, I love everything that y'all are doing. When I came across y'all, I was like, wow, the CBD marijuana stuff is just amazing. To see that here in Texas now is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how long have you known that you wanted to be an artist? Like, how young were you?
I've been an artist my whole life. Ever since I was a little kid, I just always remember just picking up a piece of paper and just always drawing and always sketching my whole entire life. And so it just kind of came naturally as I transitioned into tattooing. I stumbled across it and I just immediately fell in love with it. And I just remember getting myself a first machine and just practicing on one of my homies, and it took off from there.
You still remember your first guinea pig?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah, it was one of my good friends of mine. I did a real big piece right here on the stomach. It was like a face, like an evil face with some smoke and stuff, and it actually came out pretty good. So after that, I was like, all right, you know what? I think I'm gonna stick to this.
Yeah.
And been going with it.
Where did the name G6 come from?
It was actually a joke. My name was always just G, because that people would just call me G. My last name's Garcia, so it would just be short for that. And started off as a joke because a lot of my homies, they would always say that I was too fly, that I was always really fly. I was always just wearing all the new clothes, I always had jewelry on. I was just too fly. So it was the name, they started calling me that right around the time that song came out. I forgot what the name was.
Like a G6?
Yeah, it was this girl singing fly like a G6, like a G6. So they just started calling me G6. So the name just kind of stuck with me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so after that, I just said, all right, I'm gonna name my tattoo shop G6 Studios and call it the flyest tattoos in H-Town. So it just I feel like it worked great. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're very proud to be recognized in the community for being the top shop to go to right now.
Oh yeah, that's great.
And so there are a lot of CBD shops popping up around town, and we just know word of mouth, the quality, the inviting feeling of our store is bringing people in. Of all the tattoo shops in Houston, why would people want to go to you?
It's basically the same thing. It's quality over quantity. It's about the experience. You know what I'm saying? Whenever people come through, we give them a really good experience. You know what I mean? All of my staff members that work there, they're really inviting. They're really welcoming. It doesn't matter if you're coming in to spend $100 or you're coming in to spend $1,000. We are gonna treat you all the same way. We're gonna give you that special experience that you want, and we're gonna make sure that you have the best tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, not just myself, but all of my artists that work at my studio, they're all extremely talented. So we can take on any job, no matter what it is. And you know what I'm saying, like I said, and that's another reason why, like I said, I've been in business now there for 5 years, and I do work with like a lot of celebrities, local celebrities, some that come from out of town and stuff like that. And yeah, and I'm referred to them because I have a really good relationship with my homie Paul Wall, you know what I'm saying, Houston rapper. So him and Johnny Dang, you know what I'm saying, they have the jewelry store together. So like they're always they speak very highly of their peers. So every time, you know what I'm saying, like someone comes in to buy a piece of jewelry from them, and like they see them with like tattoos and stuff, they're like, hey man, you gotta go to my homie G6 and go get some more tattoos done. And then like, so I'll have like all kinds of people walking through the door, you know what I'm saying, every day. It's like somebody different, you know what I'm saying, from out of town, and you know what I'm saying. So I've established a good relationship, and we got a good reputation. So it's been going good. It's been a blessing.
Yeah, we're very lucky to be in Houston. We're so full of culture and
Oh yes, yeah.
history, so much folklore, and within just from edge of town to the other edge of town, and that's really cool. You get to be friends with some of the iconic
Yeah,
names and people from our city. We have musicians, ball players, actors, actresses,
yeah.
and it goes on and on.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. And like I said, I enjoy what I do. I love it.
And then we have Miss Connie with Houston Latina Bloggers.
Yes.
Okay.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself? And
So my name is Connie Leon, and I'm also from Northside.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew up in Northside. I've never left. I've been there my whole life. I grew up between Houston and the Valley, so South Texas. So I came back when I graduated high school to go to U of H. So I graduated from U of H, and after college, I started corporate America and have always worked in corporate America for over 12 years now. But one of the biggest things that I've always loved is writing. So 10 years ago, I started my own blog, and it was a mom blog. I started mostly writing about my pregnancies when I had my kids, and it evolved into a lifestyle blog. And then in 2014, we were at a conference here in City Center, actually, and we're sitting at a table, and it was only about 5 or 6 ladies at the table, and we realized we're the only like women of color in the room. There was nobody else. There was no other Latinas. There was maybe 1 or 2 African American women, and that was it. Everybody else was white. And so we decided right there at that table that we wanted to look up and see if there was a Houston Latina blogger group, and there was nothing. There was nothing. So we created the group. That same day, we created a Facebook group, we got a website, we did social media, everything that we could. And in 2014, there was about 7 of us. 5 years later, we'll turn 5 in November. There's over 300. We're at about 370 right now. And so, yeah, we are a full group of, now I've evolved it for more than just bloggers. We're content creators. So there's people that only do video, there's people that have blogs, there's people that only have social media. We have small business owners, entrepreneurs. We have people that have podcasts. So it's for all types of content creators and creatives in Houston. And then we've also expanded it to not just women. We welcomed our first guy blogger last year. His name is Jose, and he is very active in the LGBT community. So I loved bringing in that type of diversity. And then we've also opened it up to other cultures. So there's not just Latinas in the group anymore. Just because we started it from not being included or not, feeling like we were included. So we've expanded our reach and expanded our group to other women and other cultures and other, not just females anymore, it's also males. So yeah, that's our group. We create events, we create workshops, we work with brands. We've worked with a lot of big brands, Chi, Ford, Walmart, Macy's. So we create campaigns, and then we get bloggers to work with all these different brands, and they get paid to run different types of marketing campaigns for them. So yeah, that's a little bit about our group.
Wonderful. Thanks for bringing that to the community. I think it's important to represent the Latinos, and then share that and bring inclusiveness.
Right.
And to include so many different groups.
Right.
We're a very diverse city. Are most of the members from Houston or
Yes.
from all over?
No.
So that is a prerequisite.
Right. So you have to be in Houston. I mean, definitely surrounding, right, like Sugar Land, Humble, wherever. But Houston based, and then you have to have some kind of outlet, right? If you're, we have a lot of real estate agents, we have a lot of small business owners, so any type of content creating that you have online is one of the requisites. But yeah, we have a lot of vendors, a lot of women that have their own like t-shirt shops, or they make, you know, different jewelry or just different items. So yeah,
Artisans.
yes.
Are you guys, have you had any experience with CBD?
I recently have, because of you guys.
I mean, yeah, me too. Just recently with y'all, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I've always heard of it, but I've never, I hadn't seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like in person, yeah. It's just like a word of mouth thing. You know what I mean? So
CBD
Well,
is very
we
new.
got everybody some. They want to try it, the CBD.
If you
Oh, yeah.
if you enjoy smoking, yeah, y'all, this is legal. It's a great alternative for people who smoke to experience the hemp flower and all of its potential
more natural, right?
benefits. It has no psychoactive effects whatsoever, and you can still enjoy relaxation feelings, alleviate headaches, tension. It even helps some people with their appetites. You don't get the munchies from smoking CBD.
What are the main benefits of CBD? Like, I've heard that it has medicinal qualities to it.
Because it's got properties that are anti-inflammatory.
Uh-huh.
It's antimicrobial, meaning that it brings a lot of relief to swelling, and a lot of our pain comes from inflammation in our joints and certain body parts from within and on the outside. So you can take the oil drops, is what people are getting most familiar with, and then it comes in different forms, gummies. In our shop we have some high
really
quality
good.
premium products that we've sought out ourselves to bring to you. Chocolates, teas, honey, infused with CBD, and some of the more common things like gummies and
Oil, right? There's a lot of oil.
we have vape cartridges, and topicals. People come in here with
I
so
have it
many
all, basically.
testimonies of
Yeah.
pain, and I think that there's just a large I can't get it out. Like just one of the most common, I guess, symptoms and conditions that
Yes.
people come in for is for pain.
Yeah.
And it's been a great experience. Everyone's
That's pretty
responding
cool.
so well, and we want to educate and inform. So anyone who has questions can come to the shop, call us, email us, and we'll be happy to talk about how CBD can benefit you or your loved ones.
Awesome. That's awesome.
And I see that you're trying to even, at least for me, I see that that you inspire a lot of people as well. Like, you know, they look up to you. There's a lot of things that you're trying to help out, like to try to give them a little more encouragement.
Oh yeah, definitely. I try to always do that. Like I said, one thing I've always been a fan of marijuana. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's so like healthy, but like there's not like a lot of information out there. You know what I'm saying? Like unless you actually do some research on it. You know what I mean? Like there's so many like benefits. You know what I'm saying, of it. You know, like it actually brings. So yeah, I try to tell people about it all the time. You know what I mean? Like it's not just like some people look at it as like a drug or something like that, but it's not. It's way more than that, to be honest. Like,
Do you feel like we talked about this earlier? Do you feel that the pharmaceutical companies are trying to pay the government to keep it on the down low still because
I think so.
it's taken away from their medication money?
Yeah, they don't want to do any type of like scientific research on it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like the government, what is it? It'd be the FDA, I believe, right? Yeah, the FDA.
That they're getting paid off.
Yeah, they don't want to do like any medical research on marijuana to see if like all this stuff.
If it cures
yeah,
anything.
yeah, because like you have all these, like you have doctors and stuff like that that kind of do like their own experiments, but that will never be ruled. You know what I'm saying? Like an actual like it won't ever be ruled as factual information unless the FDA does it. So it's like they know that. You know what I'm saying? Like they know that it has like a lot of you know what I'm saying, like medicinal qualities to it, but right now it's just they make more money selling all these pharmaceutical drugs. You know what I mean? And those have way more side effects on it than what marijuana does. You know
It's
what I mean?
like those commercials that you see, they say pop this pill, but in the end they say real fast may cause rectal bleeding, may
Right.
cause
all
Side
kinds of-
effects.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The side effects are worse than whatever you're trying to fix.
Trees,
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
So look, so somebody who smokes, like, let's say marijuana that has THC a lot, is it good to smoke CBD every now and then also? Like,
So if people who don't smoke, like, don't
No.
need to start smoking,
no,
right? Because
no.
it's
I'm saying,
still
like, if
burning.
you're already like a heavy marijuana
if you are a
smoker,
smoker?
and yeah, and you smoke THC, a lot of THC, is it good to smoke like a CBD like here and there throughout your day, kind of like to help keep the balance of,
it does
like,
keep you balanced.
that's what I'm saying, so you don't have too much THC, like you have some CBD and you also
Sure.
like,
So customers are telling us that they're getting effects that they never imagined getting from smoking only THC, and then there are some who at once in their lifetime were enjoying and consuming cannabis THC,
yeah,
and then and had to stop because of family or because of work,
yeah.
and this is a way to rekindle with that experience and not risk losing their jobs. We have quite a few customers that have come back with their testimonies that smoking CBD is not showing up on urine tests.
On urine tests?
Yes, and they feel better. You know, if they're taking it, if they're smoking it, it's because they have a need to release their stress, to relieve
Yeah,
anxiety,
exactly.
depression.
Exactly.
And those are just like on the surface. The list of symptoms that CBD can help is infinite, and it means that it's helping people's lives, changing their lives.
It really, really is.
When you get better rest, you have better days. They're more productive, more alert, and so the body just falls into what's called homeostasis, where everything's just in check. There are people who are suffering from surgeries or chronic pain from accidents and things that may never get fixed. Surgery after surgery will not fix. CBD is giving them hope so that they don't have to go back under the knife. Some
That's
of our
pretty cool,
issues
yeah,
may never get fixed, but we can temporarily relieve it. Over time, CBD can rid you of some ailments. You know,
Yeah.
studies, of course, are still being
I-
done. I
I-
can't vouch for it, but this is what people are saying.
Yeah, I strongly believe that, like, yeah, like I said, that it has so many like healing properties to it. Like, I watched like so many like documentaries and like all kind of stuff about, you know what I'm saying, marijuana. Like, okay, obviously it grows in the wild. So like, I was watching this one documentary one time, and like lions and stuff, whenever they're out there in the wild and like they get like injured, like after like going on a hunt or something, like they'll go and they'll eat marijuana that's grown in the wild.
Yeah.
They'll go and they'll eat it, and to actually heal them. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's something I didn't know.
Yeah, like look, every single living person, living thing on this earth, we all have what's called cannabinoid receptors in our mind, and not only humans, but every single animal on this earth, they all have. Every mammal on this earth has cannabinoid receptors in their brain. So that right there shows you that like we were already built, designed, engineered, whatever you want to call it, to intake marijuana as
A remedy.
as a remedy. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, so yeah, like animals that are out in the wild, wherever it grows wild, they will actually eat marijuana plants to actually as a remedy for like a healing. So it's like nobody told them that. Like they're doing that on their own naturally because that's the instinct. It's in them. They know that. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
so it just shows you. You know what I mean? Like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just something. You know what I'm saying? It's just a really great piece of
You
information.
did your homework.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I was raised Catholic and with very strict expectations from my parents, and I never wanted to delve into it just because I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't think I needed it. I hadn't any interest in like feeling what it felt like to be high or whatever. I just let my friends do it if that was their thing. And learning more about the healing properties of it, I absolutely am in full support. And
Oh, yeah.
you know, before I would never judge anyone, and now I especially wouldn't. And I would want to share that and give somebody hope that they could heal.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
How many times did our moms give us chamomile tea, or the grandmother
Right.
wants you to get a rub down with sage
It's a
or
nerve.
something to
Yeah.
help you, feel well.
Uh-huh.
And this is right in there.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
definitely.
And thankfully we have a space now where we can help lift the stigma and bring people to share their experience. So we appreciate your time today.
Oh, no problem at all. Thank you.
And keep spreading the word for us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're here, signing out. Jimmy.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Jimmy, Ada.
Connie.
And G6.
See
Thank
you
you for
soon.
having us.